Okay, so I've got the wheels from the warehouse. First thing you need to do is explode this group. So you right click and choose explode. And I want to draw a small circle right here. I'm just going to estimate that that's the middle. Once you have that small circle, take the push-pull tool and drag this out. You have to drag it out a little bit further than the edge of the wheel. That's pretty close right there. Once you have that, you make this a group. Back to a group. Right click, make group. Okay. When you have this wheel completed, I want you to copy it 3 times and line these up. These are the 2 axles that you have to make. They're 2 cylinders. So you draw a circle on the ground, drag it up, flip it down, and spin it around, stick it under the car, make it approximately the same width. Once you have one the same width, then you just duplicate that and drag it down here. Okay. Here's how you attach a wheel. First thing you gotta do is move this wheel a little bit closer. And we're just gonna try to make this piece kiss this piece. So you have to get it at the end point, not some random spot here, right here at the end point. And if you're lucky, it will snap right to the other end point. That worked out perfectly for me. And now I need the toolbars for sketchy physics. Uh-oh. I better deselect that. View toolbars. I closed them. I guess I shouldn't have done that. But if you did that, this is how you get them back. I don't need that one. Just double click and they will shoot to the top and you can arrange them once they're there. Anyway, so first you grab the hinge. It's the purple one. We'll talk about the motor later. Well, if you want your car to drive by itself, then you put a motor on, but we're just going to go with the hinge for now. So I click that, find the spot where they're kissing, click there and drag down until it's a colored line. If it's not colored, like this purple color or green color, depending on where your car is oriented. And I'm going to fix this. I don't like how that's touching there, so I'm just going to move it. I want it up here. Alright. So hinge, where they're touching, drag a line. There's a nice green color, that's what I want. And then I could just click and place the hinge. Once the hinge is on there, you can move it around and flip it around, but for right now, I'm leaving that exactly how it is. So, here are the steps. You click the joint connector. Once you have the joint connector in your hand, click the car. This is the car because, as I told you before, you group everything together before you attach the wheels. So I click here, the car is selected, I can see that blue line here. And you hold control. A plus symbol will appear. You click the hinge. That step is complete. Put the select tool in your hand. Click the wheel. Hold shift. Click the hinge. These 2 are now selected. That's how you multi-select in many computer programs. Right click and say make group. The very last thing you do is make the wheel into a cylinder shape. So you right click, go to sketchy physics, go to shape, choose cylinder. So now I can test this. I'm just going to move this up. Everything goes up. Then I'm going to add the floor. And before you press play, you should always save. So you go to File and Save. So let's see if that worked. I'll press play. And the wheel is attached. I can flip this car over. And you can see that the wheel spins, and perfect. If you missed that, here's how you do it again. Take the end point of this group and try to get it in here so it snaps. So I'm going to zoom in, get a better view of this. End point. Snapped right there, endpoint. Take the hinge, go where they're kissing, click, and draw a line. If you don't get that green color right away, press escape, go in and check. That should be okay. So we'll try it again right about here. There's the green. So that's a go. The steps are as follows. You put the joint connector in your hand. You click the car. You hold control. And my computer is frozen, so I'll just wait a second. Still frozen. If you have the joint connector in your hand and you have the car selected, and you hold control, a plus symbol should appear. There it goes. Put the select tool in your hand, select the wheel, hold shift, select the hinge, put these two in a group. Then you make the wheel a cylinder so it rolls. Right click, go to Sketchy Physics, Shape, Cylinder. Oh, you didn't get that? Here's how you do it again. Select the wheel, find the endpoint, get it in here close. I have to zoom in here. And then you try to make this piece kiss this piece. That snapped nicely. I'm going to check it. It should be fine. Select the hinge. Go to the point where they're touching each other. Draw a line. That's green, not black. Green or red. Put the joint connector in your hand. Select the car. Hold control on the keyboard. And my computer's just waking up. Needs a cup of coffee, I guess. There it goes. Click the hinge. Put the select tool in your hand. Select the wheel. Hold shift. Select the hinge. Put these two in a group by right-clicking and choosing Make Group. You want your wheel to roll, so right-click, Sketchy Physics, Shape, Cylinder. One more time for good luck. Select this wheel, choose the Move tool, snap to this endpoint. Drag it in here, get a little closer, make them smooch. Oh, this one's gonna be, they don't like each other. Alright, so we got some work to do on this one. I have to move it on along the red. Maybe a little more. 1 second. Almost done. You do not want this wheel axle inside of the car axle. That's a no-no. They have to be just touching right there. So try to get them to snap. Hinge, click, find the green line. Put the joint connector in your hand. Click the car. Hold control till the plus symbol appears. There it goes. Click. Select tool in your hand. Select the wheel. Hold shift. Select the hinge. Put them in a group. Make it a cylinder. Save.
The car's floating.
Then press play.
There.
Now your car will drive. I don't know why it's going in the floor. This program is free. What you're going to do now is make a ramp. In order to do that, you can draw a rectangle on the ground. Drag it up. Move this down. Make it a group. Triple click, make group. The state is static mesh. And then you can get a bunch of stuff to make your car plow into. I'll just put a cylinder down.